Mutable signs. Ain't nothing like a mutable sign, baby. Ain't nothing like a mutable sign. This Free Spirit Tarot with your June 10th Mercury Day. Sun, Moon, and Rising for all mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's do it. Mercury is all about communication, thinking, planning, getting ready for the rest of the week. This is like the midpoint of your week. All right, so let's jump into it for the mutable sign. What we got for the mutable signs, baby? Let's do it. Let's get 3 shuffles for the mutable signs. Mutable signs, June 10th, Mercury Day, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Also, we're using the Mystic Mondays, if I didn't say it before, which I didn't. So, mutable signs, June 10th, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Mutable signs. If you could see the setup I got for how I got this camera right here, you'd be amazed. Mutable signs, June 10th, Moon Day, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's do it. One more shuffle for the mutable signs. I'm out here in the glorious tropics. Mutable signs, Moon Day. Oh no, Mercury Day. I said Moon Day. It's Mercury Day. Sun, Moon, Rising. If you are a sun sign, okay, the sun sign's been killing it. It's going to resonate for you the most, okay? Let's jump into a mutable sign. All right, mutable signs, this is looking pretty good. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So on Wednesday, whatever you're thinking about planning or communicating, it's getting things to move forward, all right? So whatever you are doing or communicating, it's getting the process to move forward in your favor, all right? But the way it's moving forward, it's out of your control, but it's in your favor. So it's like, oh, it's not in my control. It's not in your control, but it's like, oh, well, it's working for me. So whatever you're thinking about or whatever you're doing or manifesting, it's making things good. For the most part, you are adapting to and trying to change the situation about false truth. So you're trying to get out of a false situation, something that's not real, something that's built off of false ground. Something that's not truthful. It could be a connection for the most part because the devil in reverse talks about a bondage or like feeling like you're bound to something, feeling like you're you're trapped in a situation. But it's not necessarily physical, mental. It's more of a spiritual, ethereal like thing. So that's kind of like what you're focused on. You're trying to adapt to it. You're trying to change the situation by like trying to get out of a false situation. For the most part, people see you as someone who is not fulfilled. People see you as someone who is not indulging into the things that they normally indulge into. Someone who isn't happy. Someone who might be doing things that aren't necessarily fulfilling to them. So you could be working on some projects that you don't feel like working on throughout Wednesday, and whatever the case may be. You could be really emptying out a lot of things that you have held on to and evaluating those things right now because you're trying to adapt to the false truth by getting out of the situation. For the most part, you're manifesting a lot of forgiveness in your life. So whatever the situation you built that was false, that you're trying to get out of, you're forgiving yourself for that. Also, you're forgiving a couple people, or it could be just one person, but for the most part, it looks like a few people you're forgiving in a situation that was built off of false truth. So that's looking pretty good. Whatever you did in the past, it shows that you balanced the situation out. You allowed things to be what it was. You really let life play its role and observe the situation. And now, moving into Wednesday, you see that it's false truth that you are getting out of. You need to get out of it. So you're allowing yourself to adapt by getting out of this. You're trying to change the situation by changing the falseness of whatever this relationship is, okay? There was some inspiration in the past that allowed you to do this as well. Whoever you're dealing with, this person isn't, whoever you're dealing with right now, this person is, they probably are the inspiration to your life. For real. This is probably why you're forgiving this person. You're really thinking about it. You're manifesting the forgiveness in your life. So this person might come to you and they might say, hey, look, I'm sorry, because they're trying to inspire the situation by bringing inspiration to the false truth, by, trying to get rid of the situation. But it shows here in the future that you have the Two of Swords in reverse, talks about a very overbearing choice. So it's almost like you're trying to get out of the situation, and before you completely get out of it, you got one final choice to make. But for some reason, it's so much emotion and so much logic that you have to go through just to make the choice, right? it talks about you needing to really kind of weigh your options more evenly, so that way you can make a choice. Also, a partnership. It could be a partnership that's just too much for you to handle. You know, so whoever this person that brings a lot of inspiration into your life, it could be built off falseness, and you're trying to get out of that, and you really have to make a decision. It's almost like Wednesday, you have to make a decision, because if you don't, you're going to be weighed down by a lot of mental processes that you're going to be having within this false truth. If you don't make a decision, it's going to pretty much hold you back. You're not going to be able to move forward, anything like that. But for the most part, things are moving forward, so you're going to be able to make a decision, all right? But don't make the wrong decision, all right? Mutable signs, Free Spirit Tarot for your Mercury day, June 10th, sun, moon, and rising. I'm out here in the tropics. It's hot. I'm done. You guys were the last one. So until next time, mutable signs. I'll see you later.